Cari Corbet-owen, and welcome to Coffee with Cari as I read my latest book, Your Body Song, 18 Minutes to Health, Happiness and Longevity. Wasn't it remarkable, by the way, before I continue, that those older men who spent just 1 year in that younger portal looked younger after just 1 week? We spend how many thousands of dollars on all those expensive Wrinkle Goes cream? And actually, it's our culture getting underneath our skin that is making us look older. Just think about that. But anyway, on to today's exciting reading. Listen up, important information. By changing the signals of a perceived age, these men changed what was happening in their cells, their immune system, and even their genes. It reminds me of the advice American cell biologist Dr. Bruce Lipton received from his supervisor. If the cell is sick, look to the environment and not the cell itself. The same holds true for our bodies. As above, so below. If we lived in a world without the dictated portals that our subconscious buys into and accepts, our biology would look vastly different. How do we know it was their changed consciousness that made the difference? Dr. Ellen Langer repeated this experiment with only one difference. The men were told to reminisce about being younger instead of actually being younger. Their biological markers did change, but nowhere near the degree they had in the first experiment. It's our level of consciousness that's really in charge of the biggest changes to our body song. This is good news because it tells us that we can trigger our biology by changing the environment. We can change our consciousness level to impact it in remarkable ways on the health notes we produce. This is good news because it tells us that we can trigger our biology by changing the environment. We can change our consciousness level to impact in remarkable ways the health notes we produce. It's what centenarians do without realizing it. Our biology doesn't control our destiny unless we believe it does. Below, I present evidence in patients with multiple personality disorder, which shows that our biology is less about our physical cells than it is about the electromagnetic processes and vibratory emotional biochemistry. Now, if you think that research with those 70 and 80-year-old men was pretty remarkable, just wait until you see what I discovered when I started studying multiple personality disorders. Let me just say that it revolutionized my thinking. And it's going to change the way you think as well. Next week's reading is going to be one that you don't want to miss. But in the meantime, have an awesome week. Go and sing your song out in the world and order my book off Amazon. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get the next reading of my body song. Thanks for joining me.